I clear the atmosphere and the vibrations around me and make the atmosphere very clean, very pure, very peaceful. So I sit with Baba, think of Baba as ocean of love, ocean of peace. So it's in my thoughts. And then I connect with the breath, thought and breath of peace, of love, of purity. And through the breath and thought, I just clean my heart, make it very, very pure. No other thoughts, no spots. And with the breath, I take this peace in each part of my body. Gradually, slowly. It is actually Baba's light, Baba's Sakash, Baba's love, rays of Baba's power pass through each part of my body. And when I breathe out, I want to reach all unlimited elements. It is the elements which sustain the body, air, water, sun, all the elements. But even when it comes to farming, all the fruits, vegetable, grains are provided by elements. So I create loveful and respectful relationship with all the elements. In path of bhakti, they worship every element. They water the sun. They do worshipping on full moon day, give sacrifice in fire or food. Every element in some form is worshipped. They consider them to be deities or devta. Devta means one who bestows. They say sun deity, Surya Devta, because they give. So in our hearts, there are beautiful feelings, but also when I spread the vibrations of love and peace, also gratitude, the atmosphere becomes full of joy, and there is more care and giving. So all this I do from my honest heart to appreciate what I receive, and then also I learn so that I can also be a bestower, a donor. This is the time I have to constantly think of giving. That is why there is a saying, give and take. I give and I receive. Baba fills our treasures and they keep increasing if I keep sharing. So atmosphere of giving, sharing, love and care sustains all the souls. Now we take drishti from Baba, and through Baba's drishti takes Sakash, love, light and light. Take it deeply with your breath inside and serve your own body and the nature.
Om Shanti, welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today's day 10, Pilgrimage of Remembrance, be a great donor. Now we'll be listening from Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Baba's dear angels, right? Everyone is on journey of remembrance to become pure, to become light, transparent, remove all different kinds of alloy, burn all different kinds of burdens and sins, and all that happens through remembrance or fire of yoga. One of the special ability or quality of an angel is that angel is free from the bondage of desires, because we all have plans, we all have ideas, we all always want to see things happen the way we think and plan. And that is where actually very, very subtly, sometimes it could be anger, sometimes I am upset because the way I wanted didn't happen, the way I thought will happen didn't happen. So to have pure vision is okay. And when you have pure vision, then you will find that how very, very pure vibrations will make it happen. And then you can stay, because one of the most important quality of angel is to be very lovely and to be detached. And that is only possible when you are not waiting for any reward, because generally it is said for angel that angel will bestow, and when that person who got it look around to give something in return to angel, they don't find angel. You must have heard many stories like that. So these subtle desires to see things happening as you want, it keeps you in some kind of bondage of your thinking, of your speaking. It's very subtle, but then if you say something which is right, you have a vision about it, and then you look at Baba, and then the way you present it, the way you say it, then you will find everything get fulfilled. With Dadi Prakashmani, we have this experience. In the morning, she will have few thoughts for unlimited service, and she will share with everyone in the class. Let us celebrate this as year of tapasya. Yes, Dadi. A notice is sent, and we all do it. We appreciate it. It was right. So it was like that pure vision she had and pure thought she had. So for service, for family, for creating whatever we have to create, just make yourself not because you want it, right? First thing is that, of course, it's pure, but it should come from Baba. When any thought comes from Baba, you will say, "How I know it comes from Baba." Because when you share it, because it has power, it has purity, it get accomplished. So this very subtle bondage of one's own desires really keeps us very much in the bondage, in the limit. You don't feel free like an angel. So it is very, very important to check That is it because of my sanskars, the bondage of sanskars or desires while serving. Even when we have to bestow, we have to be just unlimited in bestowing. That I don't say, I bestow to one soul or not to other soul. No, I am bestower. So angelic stages of that freedom, because that's where it's flying stage, no? If there is something which is putting you in a bondage, you won't be able to fly. And flying here really is always constantly enthusiastic, constantly happy, all the time. There's no question of not having hope, or thought of any doubt. Will it accomplish or not accomplish? Mm. Because when there is a thought from Baba, why should I think whether it will happen or not? Mm. If it's in drama, if Baba wants, so I have to be very, very detached. Put forward whatever you think should happen and then be detached. If it's from Baba, I shouldn't have doubt because it will definitely happen. Because Baba, Brahma Baba had, or Dadi Janki, Dadis had very pure visions for each one of us. And then, Lord, maybe some percentage got fulfilled when they were in the body, but many didn't. But they never showed us, "Hmm, you didn't do this, your capacity is not that." Never, never. They keep observing us and keep giving us good wishes. And they knew that one day it will happen. Same was with Brahma Baba. He will give us drishti. He knew our part. He knew our fortune. He will give us directions. But he never lost hope in us. I never, never saw Brahma Baba disappointed about anything. Because angelic stages keep more and more freedom, more and more purity. And that is bondages, as I said, of subtle desires for anything, because then it shows little bit of like you are really putting pressure, you are doing it in a force, and it shows your personal interest in something, and that we lose power there. As much as Baba will take care. Baba is in charge. Baba is the one who bestows. Baba will take care. No, today Baba said in Morley, whenever you talk, every time you use word Baba, the souls will be touched. But if you just go into intellectual part of everything or make it entertaining, well, that's okay. But use word Baba as often as you can, and it will touch the souls. But then before I say it, I have to say it I have to say it by mind, Baba, no? Hmm. If I know Baba is the one who will make it happen, Baba is the one who fulfills all the plans. Baba is the one who has to bless. So in my heart, in my mind, as often word Baba will come, that much it will come in words also, right? Otherwise, I and mine will remain. So subtle bondages will remain. So I took it from this morning that before I keep saying Baba said this, Baba explained us, I have to in my own life keep reminding myself that this is Baba's task, Baba's service, Baba's children. Baba is Karan Karamanhar. Baba is the liberator. It's like in one of the Murli there was very nice slogan that keeps singing the praise of Baba. So if I am doing that, what will I speak? What I am doing inside in my mind, that will come out of words automatically. who is doing this is Baba. And then not only you are thinking of Baba, but you really feel it, that how he is making it happen. Just imagine for all of us, who is taking care of us? Baba, no? So internally thinking, then speaking, and then also saying it to others. Yes, Baba will help you. Baba will take care of you. Mm. So word Baba, I think, is bringing all the powers, because he is almighty, he is liberator, he is purifier. So word Baba is a key to success. All the treasures in Baba, word Baba. So we have to keep saying uh, who is responsible, who is giving us Baba. So word Baba will make us free from desires, burdens, heaviness. All that will be removed and we experience our angelic stage. So today we have something more coming up and we will continue with the topic of angelic stage. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So today is Saturday, Versatile Region Day, and today we'll be having special guest who will be interviewing Didi. But before we invite our guest, let's get our homework for tomorrow.
With our wings of love, let's all fly towards the ocean of love and experience that I, the soul, am constantly moving forward in Bab Dada's love.
Om Shanti. So beautiful. I am a soul who moves along in Bab Dada's love. So this is what we'll be practicing for tomorrow. This is our awareness for homework. So now today's angelic day, right? So let's see our Saturday.
Did you all experience your beautiful angelic form? Did you experience Baba opening his arms and dearly waiting for us? It's the land of angels. Every Saturday, we celebrate our Subtle Region Day. Welcome to Subtle Region. don't forget to bring a picture of an angel during our angelic dance.
Om Shanti. So, subtle day, heart to heart chit chat interview with. Today we have special guest, Brother Eric from Montreal. So, we'd like to invite our brother. Welcome, Eric. Bye.
Thank you. I was waiting for the magic button to allow me to speak. Om Shanti, everyone. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Very happy to join you in this subtle region, and all my greetings, dear Sister Mohini, and very happy to spend the next 30 minutes with you in the angelic form. I know that we all have been listening to you, and you've been sharing so many points already on the angelic stage. I'm just wondering, what else can we explore? And most of the aspects have been already looked at. The thought I had maybe to start with was asking you, how would you define making the mind subtle, but also making the heart subtle? Or is the heart supposed to remain strong and powerful, but would it be also fair to say the heart should be very subtle in order to experience the angelic form?
Actually, mind is very, very subtle, because how tiny little the soul, the point of light. So it is subtle, but what we have taken in the mind is very gross. And so if there is this habit, let's say uh, there are some people who look at every word and the meaning of every word and go into that word. But when there is subtle mind, then you want to feel the thoughts in the sense of the feelings behind the thoughts, bhavna behind the thoughts. So if you are trying to receive bhavna, feel bhavna, then you are not caught up into the words. So words are gross and bhavna is subtle. Same is like if someone says something with lot of love, and maybe the words doesn't express full love, but you could feel the love of that person and not get caught up in words. So gross is really something which is very physical, very mundane. So this nature of mind to in-body consciousness, stay connected with gross, stay connected with physical. But if it goes beyond and get into more soul consciousness and receiving and giving, all that happens is really the feelings, the intentions, the good wishes behind. उसका दिखाओ ना. So I feel that yes, mind can be subtle by little changes we have to make. And then also in the heart, appreciation, like I will look at, since you have become NC for Canada, and I have seen you that how you create relationship with the souls with really, really pure heart and loveful feelings. And that's why the relationship improve and task is better. Then you have less and less, you know, things which are not resolved between people. So I will call you angel of love, because you use that quality of love, and which I really appreciate. And secondly, what I like is whenever I had been in Montreal, sometimes it used to be big programs, and but one thing I noticed that I don't know is that's how you look, but then there is no pressure, no tension, and lightness. So I think that this is how do I allow my thoughts and how do I operate? So if I operate with true love, so mind is subtle, isn't it? Mind is part of soul. So my soul is so subtle, right? So mind is subtle, but the way in body consciousness, we connect with is everything gross, right? Let's say someone serves you food. First thing we will see that, oh, what kind of food, what is variety, all attention will go on that. But the way it is cooked, the love is being served. So I have to appreciate that love. So if we do that, I think definitely mind and heart will go into the pattern of where you always look at something which is subtle and that are the qualities of that soul, specialities of that soul.
Thank you for your thoughts. Always sweet to hear these words from you, Sister Mohini. The reason I was asking about the mind and the heart is because I know we've been told many times that to become angelic or to experience the angelic stage, the quality of thoughts has to be very, very pure. But I was wondering if sometimes the heart could interfere in my ability to maintain or to experience that angelic stage. We can create pure thoughts and beautiful thoughts, but what is the role of my feelings in connecting with the angelic world? Could it be, for example, that maybe too much happiness or too much love or too much enthusiasm might have so disturbed that possibility of connecting? And that's why I was asking, should the heart be also very, very subtle in its approach to become angelic?
Because I feel that other way around, I feel that heart, some or other has more subtle feelings and love and everything is really coming from heart. Then in the thoughts, it doesn't go from thoughts to the heart, but it's from the feelings to the thoughts, right? That's what I think. That heart really has, heart is very, very sensitive in the sense of it feels quickly the love, the patience, or anything which is shared with me or what is in other person. So heart is touched first, and then thoughts come in the mind. And then a time comes when you really trust your heart. You don't listen to your mind much in the sense of knowing that mind will have different kind of thoughts, but you trust yourself. So trust comes from the heart, right? Faith is in the mind, maybe in the thoughts, but trust is in the heart. So heart is very, very subtle. And that is why, when we should create like purity of heart is not to keep anything towards anyone. It happened, past is past. And Baba says that next day will be different, not to carry anything. So if we keep anything in the heart, then it becomes heavy. And all the blockages, no, Dadi always used to talk, Dari Janki, all the blockages, whether it is heart. So these blockages which happen, and it could happen that someone did something which was not right, or sometimes you are blamed for something which you haven't done. So that is where the purity of heart comes, that I let go and I forgive, and I, like for me in my heart, that we all should stay very close to each other. So if anyone does anything by mistake, a mistake by mistake, I immediately say no, I should not keep that in my mind. It's, like clearing the mind all the time is very, very important. And then the feelings remain very pure. And then pure feelings are subtle feelings. So you are correct. But then I trust my heart more. Let's say thoughts come in the mind, but I connect with the heart. And when I connect with the heart, then really what my heart speaks, that's what I do.
But don't you feel also that, when we want to create pure feelings, good wishes, And if we want to change a little bit the feelings of the heart, or the nature of the heart, or the sensitivity of the heart towards someone else, how do you change that heart if it's not through creating new thoughts or using the mind to feed the heart with other thoughts? Like, how do you change your feelings without necessarily creating new thoughts, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I understand. That means even if you are creating thought, but heart has to accept it, no? In the sense of response has to come from the heart. You can feed the heart in the saying, oh, I should forgive, I should let, but it won't work. Your thoughts will not work until your heart has accepted and your heart says, yes, I should do it. So, I feel that heart is more sensitive than the mind and could be more subtle and pure. And that is
So how
why
do
they
we change it?
always,
How do we change the? How do you fade them out? Can we have a heart transplant, or do we need to have surgery, or how do you change that nature of the heart? If someone has a habit of having a little bit of negative feelings towards other people, how do they change the heart then?
it's not surgery. They have to know what is hurting them. Because if I do not have good feelings for you, who is being hurt? I'm being hurt, right? My heart is hurting because it definitely will have difficulty in, you will be disturbed, you're not restful, you're not at comfort. So it's your heart which is suffering. I always remind myself that whatever I am giving to others, I am receiving myself first. So if I give you happiness, I will be happy. But if I cause any kind of sorrow, any way towards you, then I am hurting my own self. So I think when we understand that each thought, each word, and action, whatever we do, comes towards the heart first, my own self first. So I think once that understanding comes, you don't reach to a point where you need surgery because you keep treating yourself. And I remember when I came in knowledge, all of us, I think, at up to certain stage, we are very sensitive about everything in the life. And Didi Manmohini used to say, you have to have strong heart. You cannot have delicate heart because, in the beginning, like any little thing happened, then so difficult, how we will do, get disappointed. But then after some time, we kind of start gaining the strength. And then we are, for me now, anything, let's say somebody says something, blames you for something which you haven't done, it doesn't bother me because I'm holding to honesty and truth. And I feel that ultimately when that person will realize, but then also I don't want to make that person feel guilty so that that closeness is not there. I just internally say, it's okay, that's fine. Because nothing really, anything anyone says, they don't, it's the ego, it's my lack of self respect that I don't able to let go and hold on to just truth and honesty. At least some of these principles which we abide by keeps our heart not only strong but very subtle. That means there are pure feelings all the time. And that is very, very important to not only get angelic stage, but also even when we listen to Baba, what you feel from your heart, what you see, of course, is good, what you hear is good, but what you feel. Like when I go in front of Avek Babdada on the stage, when I came to Baba and met Brahma Baba, the drishti of Shiv Baba through Brahma Baba is exactly same when I see through Dadi Gulzar, that means Avek Babdada. And I recognize he is my father. I said, you are my father. Now, it's not really, many, many souls say when Baba comes, tears come. They don't know why. So it's the heart which is really kind of speaking, connecting. So I think that pure heart definitely is subtle. And each one of us should keep aim now. Not keep anything in the heart. Just clean, pure love for Baba. That's all I need, and that's what everyone else needs.
You mentioned about in the beginning being very sensitive, or everyone was more sensitive. Maybe, do you remember exactly what you could have done in your journey to affect the quality of your feelings, the quality of your heart? Have you done very specific efforts, or do you remember any moments where you decided to change something to improve the quality of the heart?
See, there is one thing I remember one time, one of the double foreigner brother or sister asked me, what is the role of feelings in Brahmin life? Because in the beginning, we hold ourselves tight, no, in the sense of, oh, if I look at someone, I might not get attached. I shouldn't do this. Like we take principles and kind of trying to follow. So I couldn't answer anything. But after some time, I start recognizing that there are feelings also, and we should express it without any fear. And one time, Daddy Janki was here, and she was sitting in my room, and some of us RCs were here, and Daddy said, "You all have to do nothing, just be loving, give love to everyone." So there were two questions came up. One was that if we are too loving, people get attached to us. She said, "No, not possible, because if there is purity, even they will show like they love and all that, but it won't be impure. There won't be attachment. It is very, very pure love." And secondly, she immediately said that even you know this subtle fear which we sometimes hold on, and we're not able to kind of express our feeling. But one thing I don't like is sorrow. I don't know, since childhood, if I'm a good person, I am good, I am honest, why I have to have sorrow? So anyone does anything, immediately I say, but why should I feel sorrow? It is that person's karma is what that person is doing it, but rather just give good wishes, because I start caring for my feelings. And then, of course, in the beginning, there is body consciousness. So we are very sensitive. Then we become soul conscious. Then our feelings, right, keep changing. So not to have sorrow, not to allow sorrow to go in my feelings. And I think that when we believe in truth, we believe in purity, we always, always want to have pure feelings towards everyone. So, realizations come, and then, one of like, if I have debt of $5, I will pay off that first. That's my nature. So, same is like anything is there, first you resolve with Baba and give lot of good wishes to that soul who is trying to, kind of hurt your feelings or something. I kind of hold on my feelings very tight, in the sense of I don't allow it to be hurt, and take sorrow for anything. And I can't say that it happens 100%, but at least 98% and 2%, then I clean them with Baba. Because I want to be happy, I want to be light, I want to stay close to Baba. I love people, and I want them also to have same feelings. So it's a journey. But of course, at this time I can say that I have pure feelings for everyone.
I was under the impression, or my observation is that I think in many years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, I don't remember you speaking so freely about feelings. And like you mentioned, maybe there was, a certain resistance to talk about those feelings. But am I correct to feel that that was, something that you were less comfortable expressing or sharing or talking about, and then something happened that suddenly there was much more open heart, sharing about these feelings. Am I correct
No,
to have that observation?
no, that is okay, but it's not. I didn't want it expressed, but I couldn't understand that feeling has any role in Brahmin life. I always thought it was intellect, it was being detached, it was just being knowledgeful. But then I realized that I have to feel God. So there are feelings. And I start kind of looking into that and I am remembering, Brother Eric, I saw you how many years ago?
36.
36 years and what you were and always seeking and always wanted. You always had this nature of seeking and learning. So definitely, I would say that I didn't think about feelings at that time much. But later on, I realized that feelings are very important. And then when Baba also says good wishes, they are actually feelings, right? Sometimes we do intellectually. I always tell people, most of us give good wishes through intellect. Let me have good wishes, but they haven't changed their feelings. And for me, if your feelings change, then definitely it will work. Because from my side, my feelings are clean. If someone else is holding, then I have a lot of good wishes from my heart for that soul so that that can also clear. So definitely I'm more confident of talking about feelings now.
So what would be your advice or your suggestion? I think some of us, find it sometimes a bit difficult to maintain or to experience the angelic stage to its fullest extent. We may sit in Baba's room, have a beautiful experience, but this experience of the angelic stage on a more permanent or more regular level, on a more efficient level as well, an angelic stage from which we can serve and we can experience what Baba also wants us to experience. What would be your advice in terms of increasing the role of our feelings and purifying our feelings without too much thinking about it also?
I think that let's say if angelic stage is 70%, one is experience, but you have attained that stage. So that doesn't get lost, right? So that will get expressed. You will be while doing actions, while talking to people, that your angelic form, your angelic stage is working. So it's not only by sitting we experience angelic stage, but as I was saying now, just now, that if you are free from desires, right? So that will be expressed no whole day while doing actions, while talking to others, what you are expecting. And so angelic stage is angelic stage. And experience of that maybe while sitting, but actually whole day what is functioning within you, 60 or 80% is angelic stage, right? So what I have to do, why I keep explaining angelic stage, to keep becoming free from certain bondages, subtle bondages, be free from any kind of very subtle body consciousness in form of ego or anger is there, because then you attain a stage, and once you have attained the stage, you will be operating, no, you will be functionally, whether in your thoughts, words, actions, and relationship, which you might not feel, but you are actually working as an angel. As I said, you are angel of love, or someone is angel of kindness. We all have other special qualities. So that angelic stage is for whole day, actually. It's day and night. And then if little percentage keep increasing, and that becomes integrated in our life. So it's the angelic life with angelic stage.
Are you concerned sometimes when you see some of the brothers and sisters who are not able to go beyond certain feelings that are very, still very limited, and when you don't see this kind of expression of love that Baba expects from us or that we want to have for one another. How do you think about
No,
it?
I am not concerned because they are Baba's children. They are on journey, and I am very, very happy all the time to share good wishes, send Sakash to them, but I am not concerned as concerned. Maybe it was few years ago. But if you ask me present time, I feel they are Baba's children. I look at them, have a lot of mercy if it's necessary. I'm more kind and careful with them. Try to give them feelings of abundance and, so that it can help them. So I enjoy that service more than concern.
So if we want to improve the experience of the angelic stage, what would you suggest that we work on then?
See, what is the experience of angelic stage is, Baba said, wings of zeal and enthusiasm, courage and lightness, and kind of feeling, very, very lovely, but also very detached above everything.
We'll be right back after the break.
I really want to just see everyone as angel. And I feel that if I just look at everyone as an angel, I think that's most important. And that's what I can help and serve. But, it's like how quickly you forget things. Know what I'm saying, which are not right. Before, like, they will keep coming in the mind. And in angelic stage, like it was something happened. Yes, it happened, but it's not in your mind. And sometimes I myself amazed that how quickly that thing become feel like it was very far and it happened. So some feelings of, Baba says, pass with honor, or I think that inner lightness of not holding to anything. Angelic feeling always is lot of pure feelings towards everyone. And of course, if we can, through pure feelings, give some kind of good wishes, they could become blessing. And anyone who does anything for Baba, any kind of cooperation, which I think everyone does, I just have lots of love for them and keep saying in my heart to Baba that I bless them so they can continue doing it, because Maya will create obstacles. But that's what I do all the time. And I enjoy that, right?
I was just about to ask you if those good feelings or pure feelings express themselves in form of thoughts towards others, or is it just a feeling? Do you have specific thoughts? If you see me, you see, oh, poor Eric, I need to really have a good feeling for him because I need to give him a little extra. Or do you articulate specific thoughts, or they are just feelings?
I know this is where we started, right? Connection of thoughts and the heart. It depends. I think vibrations, our feelings have very powerful vibrations. And then, yes, what Baba says, or something if I have to share, then I think. But generally, I feel feelings have a lot of powerful vibrations. Surprisingly, you feel it, and then it definitely connects with the thought, that feeling that I respect you, or have, so whatever thought, it has a lot of power, because I feel angel means not you fly, but your thought fly. That means if I have thought, it's pure love, within a second it will reach that soul, and soul will respond. So angel really means that every thought I have, fly like an angel. That's what my real experience is, that so feeling connected with the thought, a thought and feelings, whatever. but it flies very fast. It reaches instantly. Sometimes within a second, I get the response. And if I don't, but I know it has reached, but other person is not ready to respond. So I think that there is deep connection, definitely. But as I said, pure feelings have very powerful vibrations.
I remember Daddy G one day told us that, she expressed her love for us in so many different ways. And one day she told us, sometimes I sit with Baba and I see all your faces passing in front of me like a rosary. And I see all your faces. And she was just expressing how much love there was in her heart just by seeing all faces. And I was a bit surprised because I thought for a moment that, remembering Baba alone means you don't even allow the angelic form of others to come in front of you. But I was very relieved to know that she was allowing her heart to see all of us and to express that love even in her presence with Baba. It was very beautiful sharing from her. Do you
Yeah,
see us also sometimes in front of you?
yeah. Why sometimes? Most
Most of the
actually,
time.
I that's true because there are two things. One is, two things. One is out of love, but many times thought come, I immediately feel they need something. So I just remember Baba and connect. So definitely that's the true service which I do. I think we all must be doing it. But also, if there are some contact souls when they come, like many come in the mind, I feel they are devotees, so they have come for also some help. So I have to bestow. So I definitely also feel that there is a need, maybe there is some communication. So sometimes I able to do by call, or I will think and through Baba. So definitely that happens, and I have no problem in the sense of I don't feel, oh, is it attachment, is it my bondage? No, because I feel that that's the cooperation. That's what I need to bestow. And it's true that what you're saying, that is said, it happens to me and also must be happening to many of us. And we shouldn't be afraid of attachment, but rather we, at that time, whatever is needed, sometimes just I find I generally, there's not enough time to make calls because there are so many calls. And I tell people, okay, send a note, then we will connect. But once in a while, I just call and or tell Bhumi, I want to talk to this. So, and that was most needed moment in their life. So I don't avoid it, but rather I feel how I could communicate, how I can help, or just communicate, maybe. So that's where definitely, we express our kind of co-traveler feelings, or we are on journey and yeah, we are together.
I know we have to respect time, but I have one last little element, and I've been, focusing on this question of feelings because I know you've been sharing on many different aspects, and the angle I was trying to explore with you is when Baba mentions about this angelic stage, it's very often connected to a very benevolent attitude, a very benevolent heart, very compassionate, very merciful. Deities, I think, will not have the same role, and they will not come from the same level of consciousness, deity consciousness. But angelic stage almost has a healing energy to it. Would you agree that maybe our angelic stage also connects with a form of healing attitude?
Yeah, you are correct. I think that healing, but also making people feel whole, in the sense of if there is anything in their feelings to kind of help them to heal it. Yeah, definitely. That's, as you said, that bestower, whether it's compassion, kindness. I've been talking a lot about generosity, that you are very generous and you just want to help in some way or other, be bestower. Yeah. definitely what you're saying is good.
And you find it, we can really change feelings, or people are a little bit, it's part of their fortune, and some have bigger hearts than others, and the size of the heart is fixed? Or can it really, do you find that some people really can get a bigger heart after some time?
Yeah, I think when purity will increase and subtle efforts and they take Sakash from Baba, their heart can become enlarged. It will can become bigger. But unlimitedness of the angel, those who are in limit still of I and mine and kind of feel they want to keep things in control. And I think that it takes long time, but I feel that moment will come in their life when they will become unlimited and realize that that's what their role should be. I mean, I still feel that everyone one day will definitely become open hearted and generous hearted and big hearted. No? That he always used to say clean heart, big heart, and generous heart. It will happen.
I appreciate you sharing, because I find for many years, and particularly for me, it was a lot of work in the mind to pay attention to the thoughts and to force the mind sometimes to think in a certain way to align my mind with Baba's Murli and the knowledge. But I find it much more subtle to affect the feelings and to pay attention to the quality of feelings, so they become the foundation or so, like you said, of my thoughts instead of the other way around. But to change the quality of the heart is it's a fascinating aspect, I think, of our efforts and of our Brahmin journey. And sometimes we're afraid of confronting our feelings, if there is anger, if there is dislike for someone, and to really dig into it and find, why am I having that feeling and how can I change it? And I find that this work of fixing the heart, changing the quality of the heart, is really, it's a very interesting exploration of, another facet of being angelic, not from a state of thinking and bestowing and expressing some thoughts, but really the feelings of the heart can create the experience of the angel as well, I think.
Because if we operate only through intellect and mind, then it's different. Like, as I said, faith is in the intellect, trust is in the heart. That means you really trust when you listen to your heart, the feelings are different. So for me, I always thought that, unless people keep clean feelings, pure feelings, even if they have good wishes, but they don't really work. So it has to be from heart, from our feelings, then to our mind and intellect, but not through mind and intellect.
Thank you very much. I don't know if you want to add something that, is a little bit beyond the questions I ask you, but I feel for the last half an hour that my angelic stage is improving. So thank you very much. I feel more, I don't know, I feel something suddenly is, increasing in the last half hour. So just for my own benefit, a big, big thank you. But you may want to share something else also that
No,
was
I
not.
just want to say that everyone is making good efforts and it's a journey. So every next step, there is more realization and more experiences. And especially, Baba has given us this time for ourselves, even we're doing a lot of service. So everyone should be, I tell everyone, be light and be happy all the time. That's very important so that you can receive, you can give. And Baba looks at us all the time, and Baba is very, very pleased with us. That's what I want to say.
Thank you. Well, I have still a very beautiful memory, and I know I mentioned it a few times to you, Sister Mohini, of my first contact with an angel was when I came to New York. And I must have been 20, I don't know, 24 maybe at the time, or 26, something like that. And you cooked for me, because I was the only one traveling from Montreal. And I remember very well what I ate. There was some paneer with green peas. And the way you cooked and the way you served me, I was very, 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 very touched by it. And I remember sharing with others that I was telling others, I felt I was fed by an angel. And that is my first reflection I remember in my early days of what this angelic form can become, even when eating and being served food. So angels can also provide very nice meals, I can confirm. Angels know how to cook very well.
When there is a feeling, you cook, it's very tasty and nice because you do it with love, no? So it's angelic stage. Okay.
Thank you so much, Asamani, and greetings to everyone and pure feelings. And let's experience now our angelic stage together.
Thank you, Brother Eric. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother Eric, for coming from all the way from Canada. Montreal must have come as an angel here too. Right? So thank you so much.
Thank you to all of you. And yes, all the Canadians are very, I'm sure, very present and expressing their love and regards to all of you as well.
Om Shanti. So now we'll be saying good night, goodbye to Baba and each other.
Om Shanti, everyone. Good night, all the angels, all Baba's children, angelic children, angels. Om Shanti and good night. We all are Baba's angels. Om Shanti. Good night. Thank you, Baba.